You know how politics can rot somebody's brain? You have TDS, obviously. That's a real thing that people actually do suffer from, apparently. Some people have it terminally, like Mark Cuban or Taylor Lorenz, or many people who've had their entire careers destroyed by it. There are many such cases. The issue is when bad things happen, these people are completely unable to separate personal politics from humanity. And it pretty much always seems to be coming from the woke left. We have a bunch of wokies on the left celebrating that Trump supporters' lives were lost or property was lost during the hurricane. You might think, Jeremy, nobody is that vile. Well, I assure you they are, and we're going to take a look at some of them. It's absolutely positively unconscionable. Huge shout out, by the way, to my members, the people that are signing up on thequartering.com. This is the definitive place to support. You get exclusive members only uncensored videos 2 to 3 times a week. I just uploaded one yesterday. There's another one going up today from me and Melanie Mack. A new one from Styx Hexenhammer and I later this week. You also get 20% off all coffee orders, access to a members only Discord. You can live call in on the show, all for $10. You can even get 2 months free if you do the annual membership. I'm pushing hard to grow this community, to take control of my channel. I can't have 20 million places where people support me. This is the one. And I hope that you'll join the community. The Discord's a ton of fun. We're doing a chess tournament, I guess, coming up. And obviously the members only videos, there's 2 to 3 of those a week. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And the link will be in the description down below to join. Now let's get to this story. Here we have an individual here where, Democrats, they sure are kind of out there. They seem to be. I don't think this is all Democrats. I don't even think this is all liberals. These are just unhinged people who have gone off the edge. Former University of Kentucky staffer said Hurricane Helene was an act of God to punish Trump supporters. An unhinged former, there's many more than just this chick too, by the way. An unhinged former staff member at the University of Kentucky floated the idea that the death and destruction of Hurricane Helene unleashed on red states was divine retribution for their resident support of Donald Trump. I would not want even the most, this kind of vile person. I would not want anything bad to happen to them from a natural disaster perspective. Natural disasters are supposed to bring us together and show us the best of mankind. It's when we come together. It's when humans are their best. Hurricane Helene, what if God is punishing mega populations for their hate and hypocrisy? Works for me, Betsy Packard wrote on Sunday in a heartless post on X, punctuated by a winky emoji. Hey, Helene made landfall in Florida's Big Bend region in Category 4 storm. 140-mile-an-hour winds carved out a path of devastation from Georgia to Virginia, killing more than 100 in the south. It's going to be well over 200 or 300 by the time this is all said and done. They also wrote, hey, if they got hit with an act of God of this magnitude, God must be really pissed off at MAGA. Imagine calling yourself a godly person. I know God can punish. But imagine writing this out and throwing a winky emoji. Now I'm wondering, I have a feeling, let's see, Betsy Packard P01. Let's just see. Those Betsy Packard P01. Let's see if she's around still. I'm wondering. Betsy Packard. Here you are. You're still online. Let's see if you're protected. Nope. Okay, cool. Cool. So you spent all day on Twitter. You're retweeting stuff about Project 2025. They're literally still saying it's Trump's fault. Literally. Remember how Trump treated Puerto Rico? What? All day long, Trump and his flying monkeys mock and insult individuals and groups all day long. The stuff they say and post is outrageous, but toss the ball back to them. It's the end of the world. So you're saying when Trump supporters do it, it's bad, but when you're doing it's justified? You know? When you're doing it, I've been targeted by mega stupidity. What is mega exactly? By the way, this person has been getting ruthlessly ratioed all day long and receiving less than 5 or 6 likes. I'm trying to find the original post, how far back it really is. But I mean, you can see based on their feed that they are a deranged person, that they literally retweet Harry Sisson. You know, I don't really understand how you can be this evil. I would not want any of this stuff to happen to this person. And yet here they are cheering. They're saying Jesus didn't ride an elephant. What? So you call yourself a Christian and you're mocking people's the death and destruction that people are suffering because they think differently than you. That's what this person's doing. Because they think differently than you, you are mocking the death and destruction that has been wrought to them. I just don't think, you know, I don't think that that's very religious. You know, by the way, MAGA, you know, the people who are getting punished have raised $2.2 million. I'm sorry, on 500. I shorted it by 500,000. $2.8 million in less than 24 hours for those affected. And I don't see anywhere in this GoFundMe where it says that they have to vote for Donald Trump to get that support. I don't see it. Do you see it? No, this support is for everyone. Politics really does give some people brain rot. It really, really does. I mean, these people are demonic. Here's another one. By the way, it's not just one or two. Here's another one. Here's another liberal attacking Republican voters affected by the hurricane.
Counting down till MAGA Republicans in Florida become socialists, begging for taxpayer handouts so they can rebuild in 3, 2, 1.
I guess if I had that kind of forehead, I'd probably be bitter too. You know, I just, you know, look here, psychopath. Cat lady living in a one-room hellhole in a Democrat-run city. My fellow Americans don't want handouts. They need help right now. Look, I think FEMA, you know, even as somebody who is for small government, you know, I don't necessarily, FEMA is not first on my list of things that I would want to abolish. You know, it's not first on a list of things that I would want to get rid of. We can send $100 billion or whatever the number is to Ukraine and countless hundreds of billions of dollars to Israel every year for their safety. I don't have any problem whatsoever with Americans helping other Americans with our tax dollars. I think most people look at taxpayer, you know, tax dollar handouts a little differently when they're going overseas. And then you tell us we're doing everything we can here. How about this one? This is another liberal. Celebrating.
North Carolina and Tennessee, the first thing I thought was, damn, there goes some racists. There we go. We got some gone.
Imagine being that way. Do you not think that first of all, do you not think that there are liberals in Tennessee and North Carolina? Because there are. Quite frankly, there are a lot of them. So why exactly would you ever celebrate that?
And then I just seen this video that, like,
by the way, what she's saying now is, and then it gets better.
The area it hit is like sundown town after sundown town after sundown town, and they are just completely flattened and gone. And
a sundown town is a made-up term from woke liberals about these imaginary cities where black people can't go out after night. I mean, if they want to know what the most dangerous city in America is for black people after the lights go off, it's Chicago. And I would be willing to bet it's not even close. Chicago is a sundown town. If you're black or white, but specifically black, you are extremely highly likely to lose your life after the sun goes down in Chicago, Illinois, in Oakland, California, in Detroit, Michigan. These are the areas where black people are the least safe when the lights go out. That is not even up for debate.
And I was like, God's work. God's work.
It's God's work? I mean, liberal says Hurricane Helene is a punishment from God for MAGA supporters. Why is it always the left who use despicable rhetoric and wish death upon their political opponents? Meanwhile, MAGA Americans go into affected regions to provide help. These people are just unhinged. They've got to turn off CNN. You know? The idea that you would think that this is a gift from God because it disproportionately affected Republicans is brain rot. I don't think any real liberals would avow this, would say that this is normal. I don't think that actual Democrats would agree with this. This is when you spend too much time on the internet and not enough time talking to people. You know, I sit next to Democrats every week at bowling or at darts or whatever, and they're fine people, and by and large. How they vote, if they're not a fine person, is probably not even on the top 5 list of things I don't like about them. It's important for people to touch grass, especially in times of like these where you have a disaster upon us. But leave it to the lunatic left to be literally celebrating it. Absolutely deplorable behavior. To use to invoke that God in this in any way, shape, or form is unhinged. I hope you were informed by this video. If you were, please do leave a like on it. Please do consider joining thequartering.com/members. Get access to all that sweet members-only videos and the members-only Discord and call-ins and discounts and all that kind of stuff. I'll be adding more and more value as every month goes by. So giving you more and more value for your subscription and more reason to subscribe. We'll talk to you again real soon.